Okay, okay. Yeah, I was talking about the VPC, uh, right? Yeah. So inside this VPC, so VPC means it will have the certain amount of IPs, right? So if in the VPC, like we are talking about Flipkart application, right? Flipkart, they have their own network, right? So inside the Flipkart, they will have the multiple things. Not only the Flipkart shopping, they might have Flipkart shopping. This is a shopping thing, and they will have another application like payments, like they might have the Flipkart payments, and they might have the some other services like ticket booking. So they might have different applications, right? So if they have the different applications, uh, they needed separate network inside the network. So this is a main network. So inside that network, if they want to separate network, they will create subnets. We will call it as, in AWS we will call it as subnets. Subnet means we will have one main VPC, that's a main network, and inside that main network they will divide that network into multiple subnets, multiple networks. This is the one and this is the two. They can divide it to three or four, right? So this is the first network, this is the second network, this is the third network. But this will be in the same VPC. So they will divide it into the three subnets, and I will show you. I was talking about how we can divide the subnets, right? So this is a VPC. I was talking about this, I'm referring, right? This is a /16, right? So here I'm dividing, right? Suppose I have 32,000 IPs are there. I want to divide it to the two subnets, right? So here I'm dividing it to the 16,000. So this will come to /18, right? So the basic calculation for that is how many servers we have, how many servers we can host in this subnet. Means there's a basic calculation. um, yeah. uh, so suppose here is there, right? So 2 to the power of 32 minus 32 minus 60, 32 minus 16. If you have /16 means we will get the IPs 2 to the power of 6, 32 minus 16 means 16. 2 to the power of 16 is equal to, it is almost 65,000 IPs. The same way, if it is /18 means 2 to the power of 18 minus, sorry, it is a 16, 16, right? 32 minus 16. The same way it will be, if you remove 32 minus 18, right? If you remove 32 minus 18, 2 to the power of that many IP, you will get to this host. I will explain you this clearly when we are creating the subnets. When we go to the practical, just I was explaining the theoretical things. So you will understand what is VPC, what is route table, what is internet gateway, what is subnet. So just for that, just I'm explaining the things. When I create practically, you will get better understanding of it. Just for timing, just understand what is VPC, what is subnet, why we need to create subnets, right? So this is subnet 1, and this is subnet 2, and this is subnet 3. So subnet will have different application. This will have the shopping kind of things, and this will have the payments. If you are paying, if Flipkart has payment, right? Like Paytm and other banks will have the payment options, right? This is a payment application. So they cannot keep all the applications in the one subnet. So even I will explain those reasons why we need to segregate, why we need to maintain the dedicated networks, and or why we need subnets. All these things I will explain you. But for time being, just understand the terminologies: what is NAT, what is subnet, and why we need subnets, why we need internet gateway, why we need route table, why we need VPC. Just make sure these questions and try to understand the things, and you will get better understanding when I go to the practical, when I create the things practically. Okay. And this is the thing. And for tomorrow, what I will do, just I think, I hope everyone has created the AWS accounts, and they are ready to create the things. So in AWS, I will go tomorrow. For tomorrow, I will go to the VPC part here. um, for VPC part, I will show you, I will create you the things, each and every component that I explained you here. Each and every component I will create, and I will show you the things, how we can create network, dedicated network uh, uh, for our personal or for our business, anything. So this is how we need to, if you want to search any service in the console, here we have the feature they have given, the services. And in the services, you need to go to a VPC. Here you can search for networking and content delivery. So you can search for, in networking means VPC. So you can choose this VPC. You can bookmark this. You can bookmark these services. So here I can go to directly to the VPC. So if you come to here, when we create a AWS account, by default you will get created a default VPC, and the default VPC, this is it. Okay, and this is a VPC, and this is the IP address of that. That means 172.13.0.0/16. This IP address, and that means in this VPC we can host 65,000 servers. Okay, I will explain you when we go to the EC2 and further concepts. You will get better understanding. So if you look at here, right, the VPC and subnets, route tables, internet gateways, and all these things I will explain. The NAT gateways, all the things, the major things I will create. So for timing, I will create a network. You will understand the things. Okay, create VPC, and here it is asking for VPC only or VPC subnets. So we will go for one by one, so that you will understand the things. VPC. Uh, I am giving the VPC name as demo VPC. Yeah, we go for IPv4. There's a basic thing we follow. Just we will go for this. And here it is asking, when we create a network, right? And what is the network CIDR? IPv4 means what is the network CIDR we required, right? 10 dot. I will give some 10.96.0.0/16. This is my network. I need a network with /16. That means I will get I can create 65,000 servers in this network. Okay, and here just choose for just IPv6. Just choose for IPv4 and don't look for IPv6. um, IPv4 means so this is IPv4. So this will have the four octets. This is the first one, two, three, four, right? So IPv6 means it's a different where IPv6 means the IPs, the number of servers are getting increased. So they come into the IPv6. So that's a better thing. So yeah, that's the reason. I will explain the things going forward. What is IPv4, IPv6 when you go to the servers. Next topics. Yeah, this is a basic thing. And the tendency means default and dedicated. Default means, as I was explaining you earlier, right? Default means in the north, we are in North Virginia region. It's a US East. So in US East, they're having their data centers. Okay. When we are buying a laptop, when we are buying a server in the North Virginia, they will have the cores, the CPU, memory, all the hardwares. They will keep it in the North Virginia region. Okay, so in this region, the same core, the same whatever the core that we are purchasing, the same core can be used by other users as well. Okay, that will be shared. That will be shared. That won't be dedicated for us. That's the default means. Dedicated means the Amazon team will assign a dedicated CPU memory cores for your infrastructure in this region. So data center means data center is nothing but the store, the hardware, right? The what are the hardwares, the hard disks, the CPU, memory, they will maintain in the in these regions. So if you request dedicated one, they will assign a dedicated resources for you. So for time being, just I will go for default, and I will create a VPC. So here, if you look at in your VPCs, the VPC got created. Apart from the default one, I have created the demo VPC. So this is a VPC, and this is the. I will explain in next class. I will create a route tables freshly, and I will explain you the things clearly. Okay. Before that, just you need to do one thing is just create AWS account, and you can ask if you have any questions that I told you so far. You can ask if you have any doubts. You can message me. You can ask directly. Yeah, sure. We can connect later. The account creation and all. You can share me that error. What is the error you are facing when creating the account? Just share me in the group so that I will check that. If you have any doubts so far, you can ask me the things that I explained so far. You can ask. If not, we can wind up the call within 5 minutes. If you have anything, you can ask. Okay. Um, yeah, I think that's it from today class. From next class onwards, I will explain you this VPC. Everything I'll explain theoretical and then practical. And I will for tomorrow. I will create all these things. Then we will go to one by one services. And yeah, so don't hesitate to ask the things. If you have anything, you can ask. I will explain it. If not, we can wind up the call. Yashwant, Madhu. I think you people are new. I think Ramnath, Sharat, Shravan. Okay, Sharat, Dilip. If you don't have anything, we'll close it. We will see for tomorrow. Okay. సాయి కృష్ణ శరత్ శ్రవణ్ శరత్ మీరు మాట్లాడేది తెలుగులో మాట్లాడే ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదు. ఓకేనా? అట్లీస్ట్ ఎస్ఆర్ నువ్వు మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నా అడగండి, ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదు. ఓకేనా?
Yes, sir. Yes, bro.
ఓకే, 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 ఓకే. బాయ్ బాయ్. యా, we will meet tomorrow for the same time. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, bye.
bro.
Yeah,
Bye.
yeah, bye. Yeah,
Okay, Nagraj.
thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Bye.
Bye.